Indeed, it's a very good morning to us, and today is a day where JKUAT decides, being the first university to hold an election within Nairobi and its environs, considering the new act that was brought into the parliament, where the executive is being chosen by the delegates, not the all students body, which has been the case for the previous moments. It's a moment where if the posters and how you look like in the picture is what decides for most of the candidates and most of the delegates, and how your convincing power. And some, as we've gone around, are saying that is a moment where what you have in the pocket that decides for most of the people. You go around the JKUAT, the only thing you can see is posters of various delegates trying to bring out their self in terms of pictures, but not in terms of manifestos. At the present moment, it's the students participating in electing the school representative, and also in electing the delegates participating in electing the executive body, which will be helping in governing the student council. A point of concern is the lessons are going on and we have the elections, which is a major problem at the present moment, where students are complaining that they have the cuts going on and the elections going on. I'll be taking you through all the day's events until that time we'll come to the end and we'll get the winners. I'm your presenter, Boya Victor Omondi.
Preparation for the day began in the morning, where we had filling of the ballot boxes and papers. Outside the main tallying center, which is the main assembly hall, we had a security team meeting in preparation for the day. In the assembly hall, we had the JKUAT election committee arranging the venue for the commencement of the elections.
At the moment, I'm joined by one of the election committee. He wants to explain to us all that they have organized for the day. May you please explain to us who you are for the day?
Yeah, my name is Nahashan Nyaga, and I am the lead commissioner for these elections with Jkusa 2017.
Okay, Nahashan, what do you have in preparation for us for today about security and everything? Do you have enough papers, or are you anticipating anything for the day? Just tell us all that in terms of your preparation.
I could say that you are very well prepared. We have been doing the preparation and the plannings since January, end of January when you came into office. Yesterday we had a very good consultative meeting with the students, the commission from the side of the students together with the office of the dean to discuss about today. We all expect a successful day. Ballot papers, all that has been well prepared for. There should be a vehicle that is transporting that as we speak to the respective stations. We have also made communication with the security officer who actually knows about the day. So we could say that you're very well prepared. On our side, we also have our security enforcers who are previously called bouncers. We have deployed them in every station. We will be having 7 stations, that is 4 stations at the 4 halls, the 4 hostels, SCC 100, LT1 together with the assembly hall, where we shall be doing the elections for the delegates who are going to in turn vote for the student council members.
Thank you very much. May you please explain to us the number of the polling stations and where they are located?
As I have said, the stations are 7. We will be having 3 schools doing their elections at LT1, the School of Medicine, School of Medical Sciences, School of Nursing. We will also be having subs and SETI doing their elections for the SCC 100. Then for the delegates, all the delegates in all the JKUAT satellite campuses together at the main campus, they are going to come to amalgamate in this assembly hall, where they are going to vote for the 7 council members and also the respective campus council members in the satellite campuses.
Thank you very much. May you please explain to us any challenge that you might have come across as you are preparing for the same day?
I think for us the biggest challenge has been the new system. You are well aware that this year we are doing elections differently. The process of election has changed according to the act that was passed by the parliament. So for us that has been a major challenge, trying to really brainstorm and figure out how we are going to go about this new system, whereby previously we had students voting for their own leaders, but now we are having students voting for representatives who in turn vote for the student council. So that has been a challenge, sitting, having long meetings to deliberate on how are we really going to ensure that this happens, how are we really going to have this system really work. And being the pioneers, that is what I would say a big challenge.
Thank you very much. And also comparing, we had the election in the last week, that's on Wednesday, the election of the representative, that's the delegates. The turnout, was it pleasing? Did students come out to vote?
Yeah, considering that we not all the departments are voting, we had a turnout of roughly 4,000 students showing up. Normally we have 6,000 students showing up for the whole elections. And this time around we didn't have all the departments coming to vote. So I could say that the turnout was very good. We were so happy and excited about the turnout, especially from SCC 100. It was very good.
Thank you. The students' election, we always have shambolic events at the end. Are you anticipating anything like that?
Not really. I have to admit that one of the things, or one of the pillars that we ride along is a free and a fair election. Transparency, as you can see, it is transparency and integrity to all.
May you turn around for the camera to see?
So that is why it is there, so that the students can also see that indeed this is what we stand for. So we are here to ensure that as it is put up behind our t-shirts, that everything is as transparent as possible. The candidates have been allowed to bring their agents. The voting, they will all be present there during the counting of the ballot papers. We have designed relevant forms, relevant documentation to ensure that everything is well documented, and that in case of any issues that arise, we will have proper documentation for the same. Also, the appeal committee is there set in case of any appeal that are brought forth. We are ready to receive any appeals that come forth. So we are ready for everything, and our role and our task is to ensure that it is free, fair, and transparency.
It's good that you stated that you are going to have a free and fair election, and a tribunal is set up for anyone who will be against the election. And it's always at the norm that the campus elections prepares the way for the national elections. Can you please give more light onto it? Because they say that initially campus elections, there were a lot of tribalism and like such. We've had the delegates, you know them. At the moment, you've gone through their names and everything. Can you tell us, is it a good representation? And are we kicking out tribalism in our country?
About tribalism, one of the things that the Act well stipulated is that the delegates must reflect national diversity. And we decided to go the department way because we knew that diversity is well captured from the departments. This is because the students that are admitted in the university, they are from all across the country. We cannot say that a specific tribe is brought forth to come and study in JKUAT. All tribes are welcomed. Everyone, as long as you pass the exam, you are welcomed. And you will be chosen to come and study at JKUAT University. I have gone through the list, and it reflects national diversity. That is law. That is what we have to follow, and that is what I can attest to. That a reflection of national diversity is on the delegates. So the issue of tribalism, I believe that this system very well kicks it out by the fact that we are going the department way, which captures a larger percentage of the students. So it is at a better position to capture the diversity that the students will present with regards to their tribes. So I can say that the tribalism issue is not going to be there. The list have gone through it, and it reflects national diversity. We have also worked all that we could to ensure that also the gender role is met as stipulated.
Thank you very much. My dear one, the expectation is quite high in this school at the moment as everyone is preparing for the election. As you can see, we are going to have the main tallying point in the assembly hall, and we'll be giving you updates up till the end of the day.
In terms of preparation, let's listen to Mr. Selonika.
This time we are having this new system of election whereby it's totally different from previous. So this time around we have an electoral college system whereby each department votes for three people, and the whole school gets one person. Then you have the total number of delegates voted by students. Then they form an electoral college whereby they come and vote for the council. So this is very new for us, and we have seen everything moving smoothly. And today is our final day to vote in the council. We're expecting like almost around 300 delegates to come and vote in today's voting day.
Okay, Mr. Slonik, we have the election day and we have classes. Is there going to be any interference? May you please explain to us?
Not really, because what was decided by the management was classes will not be cancelled, but they will continue. So we are looking forward to have people coming to vote from 8 to 4, which means the only people who are coming today are those representatives from the departments, and they will come once they are out of class, they come in and vote so that we don't distract classes, because you know very well that previous during the strike, our program was interfered with, so we are trying to cover that by not having classes cancelled.
My next move was to go to the students to get their real reactions about the Jkusa elections.
Say us your name and who you are.
My name is Benjamin.
Yeah.
I'm an electrical and electronics engineering student.
Yeah.
Final. This is my project.
Are you aware we have elections today?
I'm fully aware of the election.
And I don't understand you going to class, and will you come to vote, Ama?
This is title schedule, so I have to go first, present.
Yeah.
Then during the afternoon I'll find time and vote.
Have you gone comparing the new system and the last system? Can you tell us if you noticed anything? Is there any change? Is this new system better than the last system, where you used to have all of the students voting, but at this moment we have the delegate system voting?
I think the previous system was better.
Yeah.
Because it involves the opinions of all the people.
Yeah.
But now these delegates, you may find that they might be biased. And the selection of the delegates also was somehow questionable. But all wish the best, and the best leaders will be selected.
You said that a selection of the delegates was somehow questionable.
Yeah.
Why?
We were not involved.
You were not involved. Yeah. But I think delegate system, it's for those the students who are voting. I don't understand the bit you are saying that all of us are not involved.
Maybe we were not informed.
Or you were not informed?
We were not informed.
The process of conveying information was not well done?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Are you aware that we have elections today?
Yeah.
You are aware?
Election.
Speak up, Tafadhali.
We are aware that today we are going to undertake the election.
Oh, you are aware. Are you going to vote?
Definitely.
Definitely you're going to vote. You have the classes going on and you have the elections going on. Is there any inconvenience cost at the moment?
No.
It's okay with you? It's okay. Are you going to vote today?
No, I'm not going to vote.
Why?
Because I already voted.
You already voted. What in terms of your colleges, you're going to have representatives from your various schools?
Yes.
In your various, I think, department. Are you going to vote for them?
Yes. I think we already voted for our representatives.
There are those delegates.
That was a
Delegates.
So now we have to vote for...
Let me ask you a question. Have you gone through the new act?
No.
You've not gone through the new act?
Yes.
To mean you are not informed?
I'm not informed.
Up to the moment.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that sincere answer. Okay, comparing the last system where we had the whole body represented voting and the present system, we have the delegate system. Are you seeing anything new, anything good?
Personally, I'm not a fan of change, so I just prefer the movement. I had a direct say on who would take the leadership position, but now it's somebody else who's doing it on my behalf, so I prefer the movement.
The old method works better for you. 3.2. Steve, we have the elections going on. Comparing the last election where you had the old students taking part in the election and the present moment where you have the delegate system, can you contrast the two, or can you like the two?
I put thumbs down for the delegate system because it infringes on the rights of the students to express the kind of leaders they need. And to add on, we are killing the likes of bubble winners in the making today, because we're not seeing guys being bred up politically. So we need guys who are going to be influencers, and not guys who are just going to be influencing 160 delegates. We need guys who are going to influence the whole JKUAT fraternity and beyond. So I don't support the delegate system.
You don't support the delegate system.
I would wish that the delegate system be reverted and we will go back to the usual normal system of a popular vote.
Popular vote.
Yeah.
Okay, we have these classes going on and the election going on. Is there any inconvenience that comes at the present moment?
Apparently, it's a yes and a no. Because it's a yes because to the people who are being voted for right now, the school reps specifically and the department, the all reps, it's a good voter turnout for them because the people having classes will bring people to school. If there were no classes, people will not come to school. And again, today should be declared as a holiday, just as last year was. We should not be seeing changes in the election practices that are not even in the JKUAT constitution. So we need to see that election day there are no classes, so that students get ample time to come and vote and not to think about voting and classes at the same time.
It's okay. We had the Anyungu's reign. You are a student who has been here for some time. Can you explain to us some of the things that you can highlight that Anyungu's reign did that made you proud?
Okay, the only thing I can say Anyungu's reign did that made me proud is to unify JKUAT students. That was all. Comparing to the 2013 Jkusa Council, the 2014 Jkusa Council and the 2015 one, Anyungu as Damsa was a good leader, although there were a few issues here and there about...
Can you mention the issues?
About corruption and so on and so forth, which I don't want to mention names on, but Anyungu did a good work.
Just be sincere. You're saying that you are not aware. You wasn't aware. Where do you see? KCB. To mean you've not come across any poster or the information was not conveyed in your groups. Yeah. Oh, you are surprised that the elections are today. Oh, that's fine. Are you aware that you have elections today? You are aware that you have elections today. Are you going to vote?
Yeah.
You're going to vote. Okay. You are in which year?
1.2.
1.2. To mean you've never participated in any of the elections, Jkusa elections. Oh, that's fine. Are you aware that you have elections today?
I am aware.
You are aware, and you're going to vote.
Not necessarily, but because I have cards. But if I'm going to be doing my cards before the time of the election, yes,
Speak
I
up.
vote.
Oh, you are saying that you have cards today.
Yes, I have cards.
Yeah. At which time?
My last card, actually, I had 3 cards today. I'm through with 1 and I'm remaining with 2 more cards.
You are remaining with 2 more cards for the day. Yeah. And you?
I was aware.
You are aware, and you're going to vote. You doubt if you're going to vote. Why?
Yeah, but I don't know
You both of you, the group, all of you have cards for the day. To mean you are not going to get time to vote. Yeah. And you?
Okay, I don't think I vote because I think we chose delegates. We don't go and vote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
so
it.
we are not, how can we vote and we're not the delegates?
Yeah, that's fine. And what in terms of your colleges? You're going to have representatives for your colleges, and there are ballot boxes in your colleges which have been put there for you people to vote for your college reps.
Okay, I think we voted last time.
Yeah.
For them.
For them.
Yeah.
That one was a delegate system, but now we have a representative. Have you gone through the new bill? No. The new bill. No. To mean you've not been informed about how the whole thing is.
Yeah, the thing we know is that we want to vote directly. We choose people to go and vote for us.
Oh, but comparing, what do you think, according to your analyzation, with the past system where we had the all body voting and the present system where we have a number of few individuals going to vote, is it okay with you someone going to represent you?
No,
it's not okay with you. Pleased with the current voting system where they have delegate system voting for them, they are saying that it's not a full representation of their voice. Most of them all today are complaining of them having cuts, having classes, but the system is about to kick off. What you are waiting for the day is that, are we going to have a free and fair election or not?
Hostels is my next destination to check if the elections have commenced.
Gina, now the post you are holding.
I'm the acting host manager, Mary Omrede.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, okay, in terms of election, are you ready for these elections?
Yeah, quite ready. You can even see.
Yeah.
My people are there already. They are seated.
Yeah.
And we are just ready. We are waiting for the commissioners to start. Yes.
Okay, comparing the last system where you had the all student body doing the taking part in the elections and the present system where we have the delegate system, are you seeing anything to mention? Anything to put across?
Yes. This time there's no that excitement that used to be there.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah.
Even we are wondering where the students are.
Yeah.
We are. It is like now our duty. We are going around looking for the students to come and vote.
Oh, you are going around looking for the students?
We are now looking even for the students. You know, they are not here.
They are not here to vote.
Like even you see, we have delayed. Starting as we are a bit late.
A bit late.
We could have started early,
Yeah.
but it was that delay because the agents are not there.
Yeah. You see, campus elections prepares the way for the national elections,
Yes.
and they say campus election is there are a lot of tribalism being depicted in campus elections. At the present moment, we have the new act. Can you please explain to us? Are you seeing any change? Is it going to bring any change in our national elections?
In our national election, is it also delegate thing, national election?
They always say that campus election is are the main perpetrators to us tribalism. We have a new change, a new act, bringing the delegate system. You say that the excitement has reduced.
Yes, it has reduced so much.
Does that one has an impact towards the national election?
In fact, like previous elections,
Yeah.
students will be crowding here. We could even right now be having a security guard here.
Yeah.
You cannot be able even to enter here.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think now there's going to be a lot of change.
A lot of change. Yeah.
Tribalism is not going to be there, the
Yeah.
way I've seen.
Yeah.
It will just be a person who really wants to buy.
Yeah.
Is the one who will come up.
And may you please explain to us who are supposed to take part in the house elections? The house elections.
These are the students who stay in that hostel.
In that hostel. Yeah.
And we have to really, we really counter check that they are the students who are there.
Yeah.
Because we have the registration list already here.
Yeah.
And as the students come, they'll have to come with their ID. And they'll be identified that they stay in that hall.
Yeah.
In case of any dispute, we have our system plan who has to confirm. It's already in place.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a student taking public relations. About the election, all I know is that the delegates will do the voting, and us we want to be presented with the leaders.
With the leaders. Is it okay with you?
No.
Why?
Because it's easy to bribe the delegates to vote for you.
Yeah.
That's not the people's choice.
That's not the people's choice, according to you. As a disabled student, are we going through the new act?
No.
Or as a disabled student, do you think you are fully represented in the delegate system?
No.
Why?
Because there's no post for disabled people.
There is no post for disabled people.
Like the previous system.
The previous system. We had disabled people represented. Yeah. So comparing the last system and the present system, where we have the last system we had the all body, the student body voting, and the present system we have the delegates voting. Is there anything that you can add?
We should revert back to the old system.
To the old system. It works better. But Brian, in the old system, we had a lot of pressure when it comes to voting. At the present moment, we could hear people shouting and people walking all over the place. Presently, the school is come and the learning is going on as normal. Is that one an impact to the present system, attributed to the present system?
That's a negative.
A negative how?
Yes, because the people are not involved. Yet the leaders are to serve the people. If they are to choose themselves, let them serve themselves and the people to represent themselves.
Oh, I get you. And if the elections and classes are going on, what's your take about it?
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yes, because the impact is to be felt by everybody, whether you're in class during the voting day or you are voting. Yes.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Thank you.
Away from the hostels to the polling stations located in the administration area, I'm joined by one of the election committee member and some of the delegates to explain to us about the ongoing of the events.
Yeah. Yes. Up to the moment, the turnout, is it pleasing?
No, for one school it's pleasing, for the school of employment and logistics.
Yeah.
And and for the entrepreneurship. But for the subs, it's like most of them have cuts and classes.
Classes.
So we are hoping they all come to vote.
You are hoping they all come to vote. It's okay. Thank you. Comparing the last system where we had the all student body taking part in the election and the present system where we only have the delegate system taking part in the election, is there anything to talk about it?
Actually, some of the students and also the student leaders have not been, they are not well versed with the delegate system that has been brought into, that has got to use in this election. Taking in mind that the popular vote has just been used for a long time, and it shows most of the students partake that particular system, electing their leaders based on what they've seen from the leaders. In this case, it's only going to be what the delegates have seen from the leaders, and they have now to take the full responsibility of representing the students who now elected them as the delegates to actually present and elect the leaders who are going to represent the whole student population. Unlike in the first way, the students had to line up and vote for their best leaders of their choice.
And some requests,
but the voice of the people is not being articulated. Though I'm a delegate, I don't support.
We don't support this.
At this moment in time, I'm prompted to reverse back to where the journey began in Lecture Theatre Hall, where the journey began, and we were able to capture the session of the Finance Secretary and the President's debate. For finance, it was a race amongst Ibra, Stella, and Kipchumba.
I believe that we as leaders, we are supposed actually to deliver substance to the comrades. And actually, it's all about accountability, transparency at the finance docket.
Regime, serving as the External Affairs Secretary. So there are various things identified while in that docket that if given a higher chance or given an opportunity, I can easily address. The main thing is service to all the comrades, service to all the students.
It's unfortunate that the 3% is written there in the Constitution, but I've interacted with several club members and they witnessed to me that no single cent had hit their account.
For the president, it was either Danny Mwangi.
That is Danny Mwangi walking down the podium and
or Asman Robinson Omondi.
That is Robinson coming down and
so another day, another time, another debate, and the last debate to end the series of debates that started off on Wednesday is the President's debate, the debate that each and every person here has been longing to hear. So what about being the President of Jkusa? It is a very key position, a position that means a lot to the running of the union and the affairs of each and every student, about 70,000 of them, who study in Jomo Kenyatta University. So today, they say it's a two-horse race between Robinson Omondi and against Danny Mwangi. For Robinson comes Brenda Mukami as the Vice Chair from Nairobi CBD campus. I'm sorry, from Karen campus. While on the other side, for Danny Mwangi comes Rene Oyuo as the Vice Chair. As the Vice Chair from Nairobi CBD campus. So between those two, who's gonna be the president coming that 1st May, 1st June for 1 year? We don't know. The vote lies between the delegates, but we have the chance to make a right decision, a decision that will mean a lot for our future.
During the debate, one could tell from the unfolding of events that Danny's tunes were the best to sing along with.
Madam Olo, allow me to say hi to the comrades first. Yes. Comrades, power! Comrades, power! Comrades, ria! Comrades, chala! So comrades, nasema hii, nimeishi na nyinyi, nimekaa na nyinyi, nimefanya siasa na nyinyi, mimi ni moja wenu, kwa hivyo nikiingia kuingia serikalini, nyinyi pia mko ndani.
Indeed, it is the power of comrades through their delegates being manifested in the counting of votes in the tallying center, the main assembly hall. Outside the assembly hall, anxiety hangs high in air. Even before the official announcement of the results, people still got their ways of getting the results. It was a moment of joy to the winners, but the losers could not hide their tears.
I've been an aspirant for the last 30 minutes. Now it has confirmed that I'm ready to work for JKUAT comrades with integrity, with respect, and with transparency.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim. Mr. Ibrahim, you had the delegate system to impact the election. Comparing with the last system, what's your take about it?
Okay, I was for popular votes, but now delegate is with us. We need to appreciate it. It has a reason for itself. So for me, delegate is okay because it's of ordinary management.
What are you intending to do for the comrades? Some of them are president.
I have many things to do for the comrades. At personal level, I want to do communication in terms of bursary allocation. I want to work closely with all the executives to ensure that each and every comrade gets his right and to make Jkusa that has never been there. And this is
as strictly stated in my manifesto, I'm going to fight for their rights and the reform to the school. For example, we paid fees. Now we have paid 21,000, but we have not gone even to 1 tree. We must fight for our rights.
Comrades! Yes. Siku ya leo, comrades wameamua. Ama ni delegate, ama popular. Kiongozi ni kiongozi. Siku ya leo, comrades power! Comrades power! Siku ya leo, comrades wameamua. Na tumeshinda na tumekubali tumeshinda na wako wanapia wakubali kushinda.
My name is Anyungu. I am the immediate former president of Jkusa.
Jkusa.
Yes.
The name sounds nice. Anyungu, cite for us, please, one of your major achievements during your reign.
I will cite two. One is the successful implementation of the 4.5 million Kenya shillings bursary.
Yeah.
You know how bursary is,
Yeah.
and the demand for bursary. And also on bursary, I have signed an MOU with our sitting MP to ensure that every year we receive at least 700,000 Kenya shillings in bursary.
Yeah.
Number two major achievement of mine, I feel like the quality of the events and activities for students has improved. You saw Jkusa Awards, you saw me time with JKUAT. They were the best in Kenya. We have received awards for them being best university events in Kenya.
And can you also mention one of your major failures or a number of your failures during your reign?
A major failure during my reign was communication.
Yeah.
And I have advised the incoming government to work on communication, not to leave it for one person in the name of the Secretary General, but to ensure they communicate to students about development, changes, or anything new.
Thanks a lot. During the debate, I remember you saying that you know too well more so the presidential aspirants.
Yes.
Now we have the Asma and as our president, the next Jkusa president.
Yes.
What's your take about him and the rest of those who have been elected?
I supported Asman, not once, more than once. I believe in him, and I asked my delegates to vote for him because I believe he's the right person to continue restoring the lost glory that we have been restoring. Yes.
Okay.
For the other aspirants, I wish them well. I supported most of them. Maybe I did not support one or two for my own reasons. But you know, at the end of the day, sauti ya comrades ni kubwa kushinda sauti ya. But I am happy that sauti ya comrades na sauti yangu zinafanana.
Zinafanana.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Anyungu Wanyungu. Are you aspiring to be a leader?
Definitely.
A political leader, that is?
Definitely.
Which place? To be particular, which county?
Nairobi County.
Nairobi County.
Yes.
You hail from this place, Ama?
I hail from Kakamega, but I've lived in Nairobi
for a number of times.
For so long.
Yeah. Election at the same time students taking their studies. Did it bring any problem?
We have seen that where the students are actually continuing with their studies, we have got a higher voter turnout as opposed to when we stop the classes and everybody is there. So I think it is better if we have the voting going on and the learning going on at the same time.
Hello, madam. Will you tell us who you are and the course you are holding in this election?
Okay, my name is Emma from locally. I'm the Dean of Students and therefore Adakolab as the Chief Returning Officer for the Jkusa election.
The Jkusa election. Very, very well, madam. Comparing the past election where we had the old body of the student body taking part in the election and the present moment where we only have a section, the delegates taking part in the election, have you noticed something the moment that we got the election and the counting is going on?
Okay, the new method which was gazetted in 2016, December 2016, is a two-tier election. Because of that, it is kind of a way of sieving from the major crowd to increase a smaller number, which then is empowered by the rest of the student body to make decisions for them. There's a little more work that is involved, but there's less active involvement by other students.
Does it have an impact where we only have a section of students taking part? Like they say, we used to have some excitement initially, but at the present moment, as you can look around the places come. Does that one send a message to us?
Maybe the process is what determines what happens, because now the grassroots elections were done at the departmental level, so the elections are a bit localized. They're either localized in a department, localized in a school, then after that is when they escalate. So the height is supposed to be more at the grassroots, although because maybe it was a new method, people did not understand what was happening, there was less activity this time. But I'm sure once people get to understand the city much more, there'll be more activity at the grassroots level.
Madam, we've gone around and the main complaint from the student is that the information, they still don't understand the current rule, the current law that was passed by the parliament. How are we going to do that with your committee to ensure that the students are enlightened more? Come the next election, we want to experience the same.
Okay, yeah, I think what we need to do is more civic education.
Yes.
This year was a bit unique, because the time when we should have been doing civic education, that's when the lecturers were on strike. So by the time we came back, the semester was a bit short, so we could not do all the civic education that we needed, but we tried our best. We tried to send the information through emails, we made posters, but maybe what we may need to do a little more next time, or even be a continuous process. Maybe from now on, we'll make it more of a continuous process. But because it was new, and there were many interferences in the last semester, so the understanding of the law was a little bit limited, but we did as much as we could by sending it to everybody's email, putting posters, and having one or two forums to talk to the students.
Okay, madam, we've gone round, we've talked to the students. Their major complaint is that you have the classes going on and the elections going on. What's your take about it?
Oh yeah, maybe at the delegate level is when we can cancel classes, but we're just thinking because it is localized, and you're working in a department. The department, we don't have classes from 8 to 5 in every department. So somebody has a free time at some point where they can vote. So for that reason, we said we'll not cancel classes, because sometimes when you cancel classes, not all people who have cancelled classes will come to vote. So it is really an initiative of a person, and if somebody wants to really vote, they will, because we don't work from 8 to 8 in this university. There's always a free time. Yes.
Madam, they say the university election paves the way for the national election. We've had a new system where it's the delegate system taking part in the election system. What's your take about it? They say university election promote tribalism. With the new system where we only have the delegates, you've gone through the list of the delegates that were elected. What's your take about it, considering our national government and our leadership at the top cream?
Yeah, this new method of election, you eliminate the issue of any type of clustering. The only clustering you can have maybe even the courses. In the university, tribalism is not such a major issue, but the issue of maybe department or a college voting for their own. But when you do delegate system, every vote has a weight, so that every department, whether your college is big or small, whether your department is big or small, everybody has an equal number of delegates. So the weighting is the same, so that no other has an issue because of numbers. So everybody has a contribution. So you have to really, at the departmental level, you have to start with your best. Make sure that your best are inside, who will now make a decision for you. Yes.
Madam, the student body works together with the dean's office. We had the last reign, Anyungu's reign. What's your take about it, and what do you expect from the current reign? You've gone through them, you are the people who are in charge of the nominations and everything. What's your take about it?
Okay, I may not be able to judge with the new chairperson who is coming in. The new chairperson is coming in on a different platform compared to Anyungu's platform. Anyungu's era was also a transition. We are also changing from one constitution to another, and then a new law came in. So Anyungu actually was leading in a very transient time. So you may not be able to compare so favorably with everybody else. But I think they did their best in trying to implement the new constitution. They did their best. But there were very many other factors that came into his reign, like the new rule, which he still has to make a new constitution again. So we may not be able to compare very well. But they tried their best. As a group, they tried their best in the changing circumstances.
Madam, what's your message to the audience now that we've had the election, we are having the counting at the present moment? What message do you have to them, those coming from satellite campus? What's the message to them?
Of course, first of all, is to thank everybody who has participated, because when you have an activity and people don't come, then the activity will not happen. So first of all is to thank all those who have been able to come to help us in either running the election or even voting. Anybody who participated, we want to say thank you. We want to also acknowledge the campuses. They have really made an effort to be able to come. They've also even given us their own candidates. So there's also a lot of elections activity going on at their campuses. As we are still counting, we are asking for calm, especially when we're announcing the results. We are asking for calmness as we get to know who our new council members are.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you for the genuine results.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Then came the time for the official release of the Jkusa election results.
We'll have the official announcement of the results by the Chief Returning Officer, Madam Emma Lokoli, who is also a dean of students. So thank you.
Campus Secretary General is David Parsimei. Chairperson is Victor Sogei. Running mate is Sarah Wairibu. Okay, Student Council. The Student Council, which is the governing council for all the campuses, health and catering and opposed to
Chunga the man. How are you feeling after the elections, Chunga?
As in, I'm feeling fine, but not that much. Oh yeah, lazima niangalie. Okay, sawa naangalia. Yeah. Richie has won. We are happy because of that. Asman has won. I'm happy. Wesonga's won. Whoa, this competitor. No, competitor was Wesonga.
You don't need a competitor now.
Okay, so because of that, I'm happy because Wesonga's won.
And why are you not happy?
Because Stella's lost.
Okay, may you please tell us who you are?
I'm McDonald Wakoli.
Yeah.
I've been in this commission 2017. And one thing that I've come to realize that delegate system, despite the fact that we have encountered a lot of challenges, but we have noted that indeed it has reduced cases of hooliganism, and two, it has been a position to save a lot of time, and also leaders have won in a fair manner, such that a leader who was in a position to make impact to the ground is the one who has been in a position to be announced.
Okay, may you please cite some of the challenges that you came across as you are doing your work as the commission?
Now, the main challenge we were able to face is the issue of logistics, whereby the issue of strike that came in, it made a delay of funds such that we were not in a position to do a lot of publicity into the ground. But all in all, we were able to cope up with the challenge and we were in a position to rescue the situation.
Okay, the turnout, what can you tell us about the turnout? The students coming out for the election, both for the delegates and today's elections.
Now, one thing I've come to note in this election system, when it comes to delegate system, I can say the turnout has been 90%, and a few who are in a position not to make are just a small number. But when it comes to student side, majority of student turnout because one, election were held together with the classes, so many students were in school, and that one enabled a lot of students to be in school and participated in voting.